bless you. And don't be shy, we come to boogie tonight, baby.
Hello, welcome back. This is a new video number 5 I think we're up to. Today is Saturday the 30th of August and today is the first video that we're going to make about the young birds. It's been probably a couple of months since we've done the last video, just after we won the National from Hythe. We had a really good season. We'll show you some of the results in a minute. After Hythe, well obviously we won the National in Hythe. We had some good inland results. We were then 3rd Federation Babur, which we'll have a look at. We had a really good result from Brussels, where we had 2 pigeons almost together to win 5th and 7th Welsh South East National Brussels, 350 miles. We had a good race actually. We had, I think it was 9 out of 10 home in the end, where lots of other lofts had sort of poor races. Obviously, you know, pigeons up and down. Some days you do really well, some days you don't, you know, that's the way it goes. But that day we did particularly well. So there we are. We are in sunny Wales. Today's a lovely day. It hasn't been lovely all day, but sort of brightened up this afternoon. The time now is 4 o'clock. We're just about to get the birds ready for the Maidstone race. It's a 175-mile race tomorrow. We've started pretty slow with the young birds so far. We had some bad training tosses where the birds were attacked by birds of prey and became split up. We lost several birds which we've been fairly lucky with in recent years, but not this year. So we ended up losing about 5 sort of young uns early on. So we decided then at that point that we were just going to train them to 15 miles. And since then, they sort of took their time to find their line home. But we think now that they have. Last week we had a really good race. We were first in the Cynon Valley, first club, first bird back in the Cynon Valley, best velocity. So we think we've turned the corner and the birds have sort of found their way home. So we'll just have a little look. The plan for this video is we're going to have a little look at the birds today. And then tomorrow we'll have a little update, see which ones came first, see if the ones we thought would come first did. Yeah, so that's the plan. As you can see, we've sort of cleaned out the last of the breeding pans for this year. Power hosed them earlier. There's the young birds. They're running together now. We've kept them separate so far this year, but we've run them together this afternoon just for an hour. Hopefully give them a bit of a motivation. So yeah, so here we are back inside. There's some of the results. Just I'm gonna look through these earlier. So that's the result where we won the National. Sort of not in great focus, but yeah, there we are in first. The week after then we had an inland race and we had a few on there as well. First one being 17th Federation from 2,600 birds. We then moved on to Brussels, where, there we go, we were 4th Federation, Babur, not Brussels, Babur. We had a yearling end there, number 40. We had a good race there. As you can see, we had 4 in the first 16. Again, they were in really good form at that time. Then we had an inland race from Swindon, just a short race, 70 miles. As you can see, we were 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 10th. So we had a really good race again there. 1,226 birds, just behind our club mates, Colin and Carl Langdon. After that, oh no, that's the same one, sorry. After that, that's the Brussels race, where we were 3rd and 5th, and also 24th with the same hen that won Babur. There she is, number 40. Unfortunately, the last couple of races then, the longer races, we didn't do so well. Probably our fault, we've got to be honest. Whether we'd fed them enough, whether they had enough nutrition going, I don't know, but they came back, but not in good time. But there we are. So we'll just have a little look at the young birds now before they go. That's my dad getting the baskets ready. The old birds are finished now, so the old bird sections are empty. We've put all the cocks together there. There's 8 cocks in there, and the hens then are in the end section. But spend most of the day in the aviary. So there's the young bird. This is how we generally do it on a Friday night, but this year the race is on a Sunday, so this is a Saturday. So we're running them down together just to give them that bit of motivation, hopefully to come home a bit quicker. Last year we kept them paired together, but this year we'll see how it works out. Got to be flexible with pigeons, so there we are. So that's them. They're looking really well. We're confident of a good race, but it doesn't always work that way with pigeons. But tomorrow's video, we'll have a little look how they come. We've got about 27, I think, to go. We had 29 originally, but 2 had little bumps in training last night, so we're not going to risk them. So there we are. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Here's one called A Pretty Little Lie.
Right, here we are. It's Sunday, the 1st of September today. White rabbits, all that sort of thing. Today was race day. As you can see, it's a really nice day, like yesterday. It's been like this pretty much all day. Really nice day. A little bit breezy, as you can see, maybe make out from some of the trees moving, especially looking up towards the mountainside, where the higher you get, of course, the trees move that much quicker because the wind is that much stronger. So it's a really nice day on the whole. Birds had a good day for it. They were released this morning at 7:40 a.m. and we had a really good race. No complaints. I think at the moment we've had 25 back out of 28 that we sent. There's a bird going down there, and that's not ours. Yeah, so on the whole, really pleased. The first ones took just under 4 hours, so it was a good fly, doing approximately 44, 45 mile an hour, which in these sort of conditions was a really good race. Yeah, so we'll go and have a look at them. Cut the grass this morning. Everything's looking tidy here. So here we go. I can't remember if we went in this way yesterday. But these are the breeding holding sections that we had. We had a good spring clean. I had a good spring clean just before we went on holidays, just to sort of cut down the number of sections that we used, just to make it easier, because I was away and my dad was on his own. So yeah. So here we are. I think we'll have a little look actually in the stock loft first, because we didn't look there yesterday. We've got some nice laid breads that we've bred that we're going to offer for sale, probably on the internet at the end of the year. I think we got about 6 laid breads, bred from our best birds. There's some there, some of the blue pieds. They're off the pre-Olympic cock. There's the pre-Olympic cock, we call him G. Oh, he just moved in the distance there. There's the pre-Olympic cock, G, side of 3 first national winners. One of the hens that came well for us today was bred down from him. They're sort of uncanny. They perhaps don't come week in, week out in the shorter races, but the big money races, the races we want them, they just turn up. They're outstanding pigeons, and probably the sort of best line of pigeons that we've ever owned. And in fact, it was a grandchild of him that came today, bred from a pigeon we call the 27 hen, who was 3 times first Cannavalier male, paired onto a Herman's Custer's cock. So yeah, so that's the late breds. We parted off all the stock cocks now from the hens. So the hens are upstairs and cocks are in there. So here we go. We'll go upstairs now and have a little look. There's the ETS pad. As you can see, we're up to, we've got 25. There's our first bird, 38. Another one of 38. 3 of 38. We had 2 and then 1 just behind. And then the next ones came then, sort of in the 40s. But we had a good race. No complaints. Not an easy day for Aberdare, because we sort of won the most northerly lofts flying today. So obviously the fanciers with the first drop will have a much better chance, because I always got to work their way through the valleys. But yeah, we enjoy the challenge. Wouldn't have it any other way. So there they are. That was the hen actually that was first today. There she is. Oh, is that her? 7? Yep, there she is. That's the hen that was first today. She's a Vandenabili crossed Herman's Custers. If you're into breeds, personally we just like good pigeons. But yeah, there she is, 07. She's actually a nomination bird as well for a very big breeder buyer race, the Maidstone breeder buyer. So hopeful that we may have a bit of a pull. Pay for the corn. So there they are. They are looking a little bit tired, but on the whole, they've recovered really well. There's the mealy cock. He's a Vanden Bulk. If you like breeds, he's a grandson of Kittle and Greipel. A nice pigeon, actually, a really nice pigeon. Started off a bit slow. We weren't convinced at the start because he was slow, sort of getting to fly. But yeah, he's come well. Not at the front every week, but consistent, which is all you're looking for with young birds. So there's the rest of the team. So, like I say, we've had 25 back so far. We'll probably send what's fit next week now to Hythe. That's the real big race. A lot of money races on next week. So as long as they recover well, they'll probably all go to Hythe. And then the last one then is Babur, which is in France, 270 mile, just over 400 kilometres if you're working kilometres. So we'll have to select a team then to go there, but we certainly won't send them all because obviously looking to develop a team for next year. So there we go. So we're going to go down the club now in a couple of hours and we'll share how we got off later. So there we are. Thanks for now. Okay, here we are, day after the race today. The race was yesterday, today is Monday. So overall, really good result, sort of as we said, or as I said on the camera yesterday. Really pleased with how the team came. Didn't quite manage the win. I knew sort of in the afternoon, looking at some early times that came about. Our first birds were about a minute behind the leading batch, which is the way it turned out. And there's, to be fair, it's a really, really competitive club, Aberconboy. Several, well, you know, anybody could win, but really, you know, it's really going well. Had a good battle this year with a fancier called Alan Phillips, and Alan just had one in that first group. So that's pigeon racing. We'll take that. The club result this year. There we are. That is the club result. So as you can see, we were 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 7th, 8th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 14th. So really, really good results. 9 birds in the first 14, which will take that, you know, any week, to be honest. Really pleased, and on to next week now, which is Hythe. Just a little thing, little product that we use now. We're going to give them this now for a couple of days. This is the protein powder. This is something that we use. Whether it makes a difference, I think, who knows. You know, we do use several supplements for our pigeons. This is one. This is the Bax protein plus product. We'll put it on the core now for a few days, build them back up. It was a really, really tough fly. Most of the pigeons fly in over 4 hours, some, you know, sort of 5, 6, 7 hours. So we'll build them back up and we'll go again on Sunday. First national, Hythe. We won the Old Bird equivalent this year, so fingers crossed. It's a northwest wind. It's going to be a tough one. On the nose, all the way for our birds. Not an ideal wind. We prefer a bit of south, but a northwest wind should be a fair race. So good luck, everyone. We'll be trying. The birds will be trying. And we'll do another video then towards the end of the season. Thanks.